Hey guys, we just got back from Jungle Book, Disney's Jungle Book, and I gotta say, fantastic movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great remake. I thought it was very interesting.
Remake of a remake.
What?
How many remakes have we had? I don't know.
Cartoon.
I liked
there was the cartoon, obviously, super nostalgic for the cartoon. The bare necessities. Okay, I'll stop singing.
Obviously,
but I like
singing and
this.
dancing.
Well, you know what? I don't normally like musical numbers, honestly. But so as long as they keep it to 1 or 2 and the songs are good, then I'm into it. 4, 5, and 6 in some of the Disney movies it'll get a little excessive. At least for me, I know the general audience. Most Disney movie, they kind of do 4, 5, or 6. This one only had like 1, 2. Which I enjoyed, but what'd you think, Joe?
I actually liked the other film better. The
Which other film?
1994 one, the Jungle Book.
94?
Yes.
What?
There was a live action one.
I thought this was the only live action one.
It was not. It was
what
more
was the other one?
It was more realistic. There was not. Obviously, they didn't talk to the animals.
So the animals didn't talk?
No,
then
they
how
did
could
not.
you do the Jungle Book? I gotta look at this one up.
You gotta watch it.
So you like that one better?
I like that one better.
Okay, cool.
But it was still a pretty good film, though. I still enjoyed it.
But what makes the 1994 version, in your opinion, better than this one?
I don't know, just like the story. I like the story better. And they were trying to make him all civilized, but he's like, no, I'm an animal. Then he like runs off back into the jungle. No?
You're talking about 1994?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so it's a completely different story.
Different story.
This one seems like it was beat for beat the
pretty
cartoon.
much
But I should have watched the cartoon before going in this one because it's been a long time since I've seen the cartoon. But if I'm not mistaken, it's almost beat for beat, pretty much, in very similar.
The only thing I'm surprised about, they didn't use they didn't use her much.
Yeah, Kaw was not used as much as in
the other two films. It was.
She was a major character. This one focused more on Mowgli's conflict with the tiger. Shere Khan. Right, okay. Their confrontation, which was played fantastically by Idris Elba. I gotta say, I really enjoyed all the voice acting in this.
Yeah.
What's great about this film is this is a marvel. Technological marvel, in my opinion, because talking animals usually do not look right, ever. And this one, I'd have to say, this movie here has the best talking animals I've ever seen.
Did the dog and Air Bud talk?
Yes.
I can't remember.
I don't know if they moved his mouth. I don't freaking know. You're just going all the way back to Air Bud.
It was not like Chuck E. Cheese.
I saw cats and dogs. There was some terrible lip syncing there with animals. But yeah, no, the lip syncing on this one was fantastic. If you guys are nostalgic for the original cartoon or you just love animals, you need to go out and see the Jungle Book right now because I highly recommend it. I think it was a fantastic movie. Characters true to the original, but yet there were new dimensions to the film, and just to see it in live action and to see these real looking animals, not cartoon proportions, interact with each other was just fascinating for me. So you begin the film, obviously Mowgli is a part of the wolf pack, and for the Jungle Book, there was maybe half in the jungle, half in the plains, right? I'm not sure if the original cartoon had that many different locations in it, but this one liked to vary up the locations. Lots of variation there. I thought it was a pretty strong film. What did you think, Del?
It was good. I liked it. I mean, like you said, the biggest thing that I was shocked by was that the animals didn't look terrible. Mm-hmm. And all of them were CGI at most of the points. It was fantastic. And you're looking at them and you're like, are these real dogs? I can't tell. Well, they're talking. They're not real dogs.
No, they're almost all. You get fooled into thinking they're real, but I think they're all CGI. I don't think there is ever a point where they're using real animals. So obviously, that's what we think about the storyline. Sticks very close to the original, and because of that, it is very strong. It also it looks amazing. But what about the acting in it, guys? What do you think about the acting? It's interesting that there's actually only one real live actor. Mowgli.
You think he
So
got
let's talk
lonely?
about Mowgli.
When he was on stage by himself,
No,
and just behind a green screen.
I'm sure there were guys dressed up in green screen suits, you know, on
Yeah,
all
that's it.
fours,
So
and
they can
acting
make
like
a mark.
monkeys
It's
and
like, all right,
bears.
pretend like
and
you're
shit.
talking over here.
So what do you think of the
Mowgli.
little kid's performance? I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but what do you think of Mowgli?
I think he was okay.
Okay, all right.
He was
just
okay. He was okay. The animals carried the movie.
Yeah,
They really did. They really did.
When you've got such stars like Idris Elba, Ben Kingsley,
Bill fucking Murray.
Bill
Come
fucking
on,
Murray.
Bill fucking Murray.
Yes.
Christopher Walken. I loved Christopher Walken in this. He plays the Monkey King,
Louie.
King Louie. Bill Murray was Baloo, a fantastic version
he
of
was.
Baloo. I was disappointed that there were no Baloo dancing because that was was some of the nice parts from the
With, like, the
cartoon.
coconuts
with his
and
butt.
the-
Yeah, but you got to go to a cartoon for that. But it was pretty much Baloo through and through, so I really enjoyed it. They added in this movie, they added a lot more side character animals that played comic relief. You had like a little anteater guy. You had a pig. You had some little mice and lots of different
Like a
animals.
squirrel or something, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about Mowgli?
Mowgli, like I said, it's true what he said. The character
Is okay.
He's
I actually
okay.
felt
The
like
animals carry
I don't know
it.
what
The
other
animals
people are
carry it.
saying about this particular child actor, but I felt like he was probably the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like during the beginning of the film, I just wasn't buying his performance. It was. I don't know. It felt off. It felt forced. It felt.
It was really forced,
It was really odd to me. But as time went on, I got a little used to his idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just the way that particular child actor is, and
think
it's
maybe-
hard
I think
for me to
maybe-
judge
It's like,
child
like
actors.
I said, it's hard for
started-
him to get into it when he's in the middle of a green screen
Right.
all by himself trying to howl. And he's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? So he didn't believe it.
What the fuck is he doing in his life? He's a little kid. He's
have
making
a
money
green
in a
screen?
movie.
I was like, what are you talking about? We got a green screen too.
No, that's the command center.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
what it is?
that's what that
Okay.
is, dude.
Yeah, so I thought it was cool. Scarlett Johansson as Ka. I'm not really sure of that. I don't know. The voice struck me very odd, just because I know her voice.
Yeah.
It just struck me as odd, but seeing it, I guess it kind of makes sense. You're trying to do a very soft voice, maybe a little seduction in there, some
Yeah,
hypnotism.
Scarlett
of
Johansson could
course.
seduce me, so.
Okay, so that's probably why they casted her and why they went with her. Another thing that really impressed me though about the film was the camera work.
Oh, yeah.
Like there are so many really nice looking shots, moving camera shots, integrating that
Parkour.
CGI jungle with parkour, with
Yeah.
excellent camera work, following them, camera spinning, but not making you feel sick or nauseous or anything like that. I thought that was fantastically done. And another thing I wanted to touch on is how ridiculous the concept is for me. Just because I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately, and I've been watching a lot of Planet Earth, and so I've been seeing these predators tear into tear into their prey, and then I've been seeing how the animals interact with each other. It is kind of true that if the animals are really really thirsty, they like in the film and in the cartoons. It's not spoilers. There's Peace Rock where animals are cooperating in this film because there's not a lot of water, and then once the water comes, it's supposed to be like an all bets off kind of thing. But there's no all bets off because this would turn into a completely different film. We're talking horror film because these majestic wolves that are taking for Mowgli. If those wolves get hungry, just about every single other animal there, except for maybe the panther and the tiger and the rhinos, would get fucking killed. you would see these little cute little, cubs just chewing on the brains of the liver of these antelope guts, So it'd be a completely different film. Anyway, I just thought I'd
want to
throw
see
that
that
in there.
movie, dude.
You want to see that's sick.
They'd be yelling, "Stop killing me!"
And talking, that would just, oh my god, that would traumatize
Mowgli,
children.
go for the throat.
So what they did is definitely a kid film. They never fight. The wolves never even glance at the antelopes with, anything like that. It's nothing like that. So, okay. And then we were also talking about how this film is good for kids. It's good for adults.
Yeah.
But when we were in the theater, what was happening next to us?
There was like 2 women in the theater.
No, it wasn't women. It was all the adults.
It was adults.
Everybody was laughing their fucking heads off.
Inappropriate moments and non-funny moments, and I don't understand if we're just like...
Is that funny? What is going on here? Is it just the talking animals that the mass general audience just like loves and it? They
were actually doing that.
I was like, what? This is, Baloo is funny, and I gotta say, again, Bill Murray as Baloo, you couldn't have nailed that role harder than, you couldn't have found a more perfect person.
Bill's awesome at everything.
Yeah, Bill's awesome at everything.
Almost,
Hey,
almost everything? No, everything.
We got you.
All right. But it's just laughing. So I was like, okay. But what that does tell me is that this film is probably stronger for adults than the cartoon it was in that sense. Another thing that I really found fascinating about the film is, and this plays into that different kind of movie, is that I feel like the tiger would have got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, he could get his ass... Like, a bear would kick the tiger's ass.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like the tiger is an even match, or perhaps even stronger than Baloo, but I don't buy that. Also, the panther versus the tiger fight, basically, tiger, boom, one thing, and the panther's out. Fucking bullshit. I think that the panther could take the tiger. I honestly could. I think it would be a drag-out fight. Same thing with the wolf pack. Now that I got a little bit more, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's like fucking 10 wolves, right? And and they're ready to fight this one tiger, but he does something that basically beast modes it. And but of course, and the movie would be a lot shorter, but I just found that interaction fascinating, and saying if these animals actually fought, it would be a little bit longer battle.
Much Discovery.
Okay, I wanted way too much.
I wanted the rhino to get involved. And the tiger.
I wanted.
This is about talking animals.
Yeah, but what was great about it, Joe, what's great about it is that it immersed me so much in this world that I was considering different scenarios. I was like, okay, let's listen to this creepy snake lady because she probably could keep him safe and fuck up the tiger. Nah, she would slither off the second the tiger would bite her or get pissed off. And then when we get to Christopher Walken's character, Louis, the Monkey King, I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at the size of this. As the monkey gets mad, he would definitely fuck up the tiger.
Just fucking thrown
honestly, so he's.
Did you like his singing though?
Christopher Walken, I didn't. When he starts singing, you expect him to be worse than what he is, but he's actually pretty good. I don't know if they replace his voice with something else, but he's actually pretty good.
Auto-tune.
Yeah, and Bill Murray did a good job too. So at singing. But anyway, so let's go with final verdicts on the film. Go ahead, Del.
8.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Joe?
I'm going to go with a 7.
7.
Still
okay,
good.
A little lower.
Still good.
That's because you feel like, 1994 was stronger and there could have been different... What lost a few points? Just wondering. Was it Mowgli? What was it?
Yeah, the acting on it. Obviously, the one actor that was in it.
The one actor.
The only actor. Yeah.
Well, one live action
actor.
And
I wanted some more Ka.
They kind of cut her part out a little bit. Yeah. All right, but honestly, I think that this is a great film. Like, you need to go out and see that. Me personally, I'm recommending you go out and see it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, like Del. I think that it is a fantastic remake, adaptation, and it doesn't replace the original. Honestly, I think the original I'd probably give like a 9 out of 10. I just love that movie. I watched it over and over as a kid. It was one of my mom's favorite movies.
Another thing too, I was waiting for the whole film, but it never happened. The Vultures.
Right. So they
I was like,
did
come on,
allude
like,
to it,
kinda
but
like
did you
the
see?
Beatles or something?
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, there's
Well, I
like
saw
half
them
a
just
second.
flying
Yeah.
around.
It's so
But
there.
they're pretty
Obviously,
funny.
the
I
film
like
is
them.
different, Joe. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't go exactly
It
for that. So it's
kinda
got
did.
some. Okay, but without some parts. Anyways, so and I do think that you should go out and see it. Just this. The mixture of these CGI animals, these CGI environments, and you know me, I hate CGI. You know, when I want practical effects, but for animals and talking animals, this works. Like, there's no
Yeah.
better way to do it than get an excellent CGI company. Whichever CGI company did this, I wish
Yeah.
I could give you credit because
That
it was
They
fantastic
didn't use
job.
any animals, right?
No, I don't think so.
So
I mean, they
Very
probably
impressed.
modeled these off of real animals, but
Yeah.
like the panther, what was his name again?
Bagheera.
Bagheera. Yeah,
Bagheera.
was like fantastic.
He
Like
was.
all of them. There's not one animal in here that I was like, no. And the monkeys especially look fantastic. I think, no, Louis the King, just because he was so big, that I was like, I don't ever see, orangutans get that big. But other than that,
But they
he
still
looked
made, like,
amazing.
his
Yeah.
physics work. He was like jumping around.
Yeah.
It looked like amazing. It didn't look.
And there's an end sequence during the title, during the end credits. Stay and look, it's not an end scene where you have to wait all the way, but plays during the end credits. It's awesome. It's like the Jungle Book opens up and there's different scenes of live
Like
action,
live
and
action.
they play with the perspectives. They look like little toys, little things that you can grab and like, oh, you're so cute, this little panther. You guys need to see that. But yeah, definitely go out and see it in theaters. That's my opinion. 8 out of 10. And if you liked the original, if you like animals getting long, if you like feel-good stories, you're gonna love the Jungle Book.
Watch it.
Go watch it. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.